We're now on page 3 of your working document. Open, New, Close and Save. One of the things you'll quickly learn about CorelDraw is there are many ways to achieve the same result. For example, opening a file. Well, there are many practices for opening a file, and so Corel basically have built most of those practices in, so that whichever one you're used to will most likely work. For example, Ctrl+O works for most Windows programs. Or we have the icon up here that we can choose to open, or go to File and choose Open, or of course we can go down and open a recently saved document, as you can see. You'll notice up here under Open, it also tells you the keyboard shortcut, and many of the menus will contain the keyboard shortcut to bring about that particular event. Well, I'm going to use the icon, so I'll click Open. And here in the Open dialog box, you can see across the top here, there's a path. Now, I created this path for this training as I was creating it, and it's not going to be the same path you will be utilizing. I'm going to use this to build up files over time as I create the training, but what you're going to do is you will have downloaded your files, and I recommend, if you haven't already, place them in a folder inside of My Documents, and then you'll see a path up along the top that's relevant to My Documents and whatever folder you place all of your files inside of. For right now, I just have this one file here. You'll notice that we can see what's inside of the file, and that's because of the icon that is saved when you save a file. Now, from version X4 up in Windows Vista and Windows 7, if you select a file, you can actually see a preview, and if there are multiple pages, you can see a preview of all those pages and actually scroll through them, which is really very handy. You can change the size of all of your icons by simply choosing that little icon area, depending what version of Windows you have. Click on that to display varying sizes, or use the little drop down, and as you can see, choose your option. A lot of people have extra large icons selected because it makes it easy to see what's in the file. Now remember, the icon normally represents the first page of the file you're opening. So select that and click Open. Now the first thing I want you to notice is CorelDraw did not ask us to close down, or it didn't automatically close down the other file we had open. The reason is you can have multiple files or multiple documents open in CorelDraw at the same time. To access them, come up to Window, and right down the bottom here you'll see all of the presently open files. Notice this one here has the little tick alongside. That means this is the one that's presently selected that we're working on. Well, Untitled is just a blank one I created to show you I can have more documents. And this one here, if I click on it, well, of course, that's the document you have open right now. A quick way to navigate through is to use Ctrl+Tab. So hold your finger on Control and tap the Tab key. And I can quickly scroll through or rotate through all of the open documents, as you can see. Okay, well, I'd like for you to go ahead now and choose one of the open options, and I'd like you to open the COGS file in this path, or if you saved it to an alternate path, please go to that path. Open up and then move through selecting each one and try the Control Tab option. Come back and we'll look at part 2.